You're scrolling through Netflix, looking for your next binge-worthy show, when you stumble upon Kind of Pregnant, a new comedy starring Amy Schumer. You press play, expecting the usual laughs, and find yourself immersed in a story about a woman faking a pregnancy for attention. But wait, doesn't this feel oddly familiar? If your mind immediately jumps to Meghan Markle's infamous public narrative, then congratulations, you've caught on to Netflix's masterful trolling. Yes, Netflix is throwing some serious shade, and they're doing it with the kind of subtlety that's about as discreet as a royal family feud. Let's unpack the hilarity, irony, and genius behind this move. A comedy with a hidden agenda. What is Kind of Pregnant? Before we get into the tea, let's break down the premise of Kind of Pregnant. Amy Schumer stars as Lainey, a woman who's feeling sidelined while her best friend basks in baby shower glory. What's her solution? Fake a pregnancy, complete with a baby bump and a slew of emotional performances to grab the spotlight. It's quirky, funny, and downright absurd, exactly what you'd expect from a Schumer comedy. But the real kicker is the timing and thematic parallels to Meghan Markle's latest Netflix venture, with Love, Meghan. Could Netflix have timed this release any better? Probably not. The comedy feels like an unspoken commentary on Meghan's highly curated attempts at relatability, perfectly staged vulnerability, and, of course, the public accusations of a less-than-genuine moments. Meghan Markle's authenticity problem. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, or rather, the perfectly styled home kitchen. Meghan's new Netflix project, with Love, Meghan, promises to show us a side of her we've never seen before. A down-to-earth mom cooking elevated dishes for friends. Sounds wholesome, right? Except viewers were quick to point out how staged and overproduced it all feels. From the rented mansion to the meticulously arranged tableware, critics argue that the show is as authentic as a reality TV wedding. Meghan's "I'm just like you" narrative is struggling to land, especially when every shot looks like it was ripped from the pages of Architectural Digest. And then there's the irony. As Meghan tries to sell us her most genuine self, Netflix drops Kind of Pregnant, a story about faking authenticity to gain attention. A coincidence? Definitely not. The art of passive-aggressive trolling. Why Netflix went there? Netflix isn't just a streaming platform. It's a cultural juggernaut with its finger firmly on the pulse of public discourse. They've mastered the art of trolling, and Kind of Pregnant is their piece de resistance. Why the timing matters. Kind of Pregnant debuted right as Meghan's with Love. Meghan was making headlines. By placing these two projects side by side, Netflix creates a subtle yet cutting juxtaposition. One show pokes fun at manufactured authenticity, while the other is being accused of it. It's like Netflix is saying, "Oh, Meghan, you think you're relatable? Watch this." Satire meets reality. The brilliance of Kind of Pregnant lies in its self-awareness. The movie openly acknowledges its absurdity, leaning into the ridiculousness of faking a pregnancy for attention. Meanwhile, Meghan's project tries to convince us it's real, despite all evidence to the contrary. The result? A comedic masterclass in irony that leaves viewers laughing at the parallels and questioning the authenticity of the Duchess's narrative. Why this is a PR nightmare for Meghan? Let's be honest, Meghan Markle doesn't have the best track record when it comes to public perception. From royal family drama to accusations of copying, she's no stranger to controversy. But this latest trolling from Netflix hits differently, and here's why. 1. The relatability gap. Meghan's brand hinges on being relatable, but Kind of Pregnant underscores just how out of touch her curated authenticity can feel. When a comedy about faking it seems more genuine than your actual show, it's time to reassess your strategy. 2. The timing feels personal. Netflix is Meghan's partner in producing with Love, Meghan, yet they chose to release a movie that feels like a direct jab at her narrative. Whether intentional or not, it creates the impression that even Netflix isn't buying what Meghan's selling. 3. Public perception is everything. In the court of public opinion, perception matters more than intent. And right now, the perception is that Netflix is laughing at Meghan, not with her. Lessons from the trolling. What Meghan can learn. This situation is a PR disaster for Meghan, but it's also an opportunity. Here's how she can turn things around. 1. Lean into humor. Instead of ignoring the parallels between Kind of Pregnant and her show, Meghan could address them with humor. A self-deprecating response would humanize her and show she's in on the joke. 2. Embrace real authenticity. Audiences are craving realness, not curated perfection. Meghan's next project should strip away the glossy veneer and focus on raw, unfiltered moments that genuinely reflect her personality. 3. Collaborate with Netflix. Instead of letting this trolling drive a wedge between her and Netflix, Meghan could use it as a springboard for a new project. A comedy about navigating public scrutiny? A cooking show that embraces chaos over perfection? The possibilities are endless. Why we can't stop watching this drama? Let's face it, we love a good public feud, especially when it's served with a side of irony. Netflix's trolling of Meghan Markle isn't just entertaining, it's a reflection of our cultural obsession with authenticity and the lengths people go to achieve it. As viewers, we're left wondering, will Meghan embrace this moment and pivot, or will she double down on her current approach? Either way, one thing's for sure, this isn't the last we've heard of this deliciously petty drama. What's your take? Did Netflix just pull off the ultimate trolling masterpiece, or is this all just a big coincidence? What do you think Meghan's next move should be? We want to hear your thoughts. Share your perspective in the comments below, and don't forget to share this article with your friends. After all, what's better than a little tea and some Netflix-induced drama to brighten your day? A closer look at Netflix's genius marketing strategy. If there's one thing Netflix has proven time and time again, it's that they know how to get people talking. From controversial releases to timely coincidences, they're experts at staying in the spotlight. And the Kind of Pregnant versus. With love, Meghan's scenario is no exception. The troll game is strong. Let's break down how Netflix's timing and execution have made this more than just a movie release. 1. Cultural relevance. By tapping into the ongoing conversation about Meghan Markle's public persona, Netflix ensured Kind of Pregnant would resonate with audiences beyond the typical Amy Schumer fanbase. 2. Layered humor. The parallels between the film's plot and Meghan's narrative aren't just coincidental, they're expertly crafted satire. This subtle dig invites viewers to connect the dots, creating a sense of inside knowledge that feels satisfying. 3. Dual promotion. By releasing two vastly different projects that indirectly feed off each other's buzz, Netflix has created a win-win situation. Love Meghan or loathe her, you're likely curious about both shows. Netflix's ability to troll while boosting its own content proves that they're not just a streaming service, they're a marketing powerhouse. Why audiences are eating this up. Audiences love drama, and Netflix has served it on a silver platter. But why does this particular situation have such a strong hold on the public? 1. We love irony. There's something deliciously ironic about a platform that helped Meghan push her authentic image, also releasing a comedy about faking authenticity. It's a level of self-awareness that audiences can't help but admire and laugh at. 2. The Meghan factor. Love her or hate her, Meghan Markle is a polarizing figure. People are naturally drawn to stories about her, whether to support her or critique her. Add a layer of subtle trolling, and it becomes impossible to look away. 3. A lesson in relatability. Audiences are tired of overly curated content that pretends to be real. The juxtaposition of Kind of Pregnant's exaggerated honesty and with love, Meghan's manufactured charm underscores a broader cultural conversation about what authenticity really means. What does this mean for Meghan's future? It's clear that Meghan is at a crossroads. This Netflix trolling incident could either be a bump in the road or a major turning point in her public journey. Here are the paths she could take. 1. The redemption arc. Meghan could seize this moment to reinvent her narrative. By acknowledging the irony and shifting toward genuine, less polished content, she could win over skeptics and rebuild trust. 2. The silent treatment. Alternatively, Meghan might choose to ignore the parallels altogether, focusing on her existing projects and hoping the buzz dies down. While this approach avoids immediate confrontation, It risks leaving the controversy unresolved. 3. The clapback. A bolder move would be for Meghan to address the trolling head-on, either through humor or a heartfelt response. This would require a level of vulnerability that might be risky, but also rewarding. Whatever path she chooses, one thing is certain: all eyes will be on her next move. The broader implications for celebrity culture. The Kind of Pregnant saga isn't just about Meghan Markle or Netflix. It reflects a larger cultural shift in how we view celebrities and public figures. Authenticity over perfection. In an era where audiences crave raw, unfiltered content, overly curated personas are losing their appeal. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram stories thrive because they showcase imperfection and spontaneity. Meghan's challenge lies in bridging the gap between her polished image and the relatability audiences crave. The power of satire. Satire has always been a powerful tool for cultural commentary, and Netflix's Kind of Pregnant exemplifies this. By using humor to highlight broader truths, the film invites viewers to think critically about the narratives they're fed. Closing thoughts. What's next for Netflix and Meghan? As the dust settles, one question remains: how will this drama shape the future of Meghan's brand and Netflix's content strategy? For Netflix, the success of Kind of Pregnant reaffirms their ability to dominate the cultural conversation. Whether through trolling, satire, or innovative storytelling, they've proven they know how to stay relevant. For Meghan, this is a pivotal moment. Will she embrace the lesson in authenticity, or will she double down on her current approach? Only time will tell. What's your take? Let's keep the conversation going. Do you think Netflix's move was a genius marketing strategy or a petty jab? How should Meghan respond to this unexpected trolling? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your perspective in the comments below, and don't forget to share this article with your friends. After all, drama like this is best served with a side of popcorn and maybe a Netflix subscription.